With natural disasters wreaking havoc over an already disrupted economy, residents of China were ready to leave. Under the Qing dynasty that had been ruling since the 1600s, 13 million deaths had occurred from famine and disease in just 3 years between 1876 and 1879. After this, there were increases in taxes causing many more poor families to struggle to survive. In 1895, there had been an increase in population as well as a loss in the Sino-Japanese War. The amount of poverty in China was disheartening. The men of the struggling families chose to leave their family behind to go to the land of opportunity, America. Here, they knew there would be work, resources, and jobs, all opportunities for wealth. Nowhere else would they find a place as inviting as America where they could step into the country and get work. As they would learn, however, the land of opportunity was not the land of acceptance.
Every day be a dang struggle, man. I'm so tired of these dang rice fields.
Every day may not be good, but there's good in every day.
Whoa. Earthquake? There's an earthquake! Oh my God! Please, spare change. I can't feed my cat anymore. Look at that, please give me some money, you need some food. I'll do anything, I'll play you music. Please, give me a chance, give me some money. I'm so struggling right now. Gosh. I miss Melvin so much.
Those who stayed after construction was finished also went on to work in Hawaii for contract laborers and sugarcane plantations. The Chinese also worked as small-time merchants, gardeners, domestics, laundry workers, farmers, and starting after 1865, they tended to settle in California and states west of the Rocky Mountains.
Alright, we're gonna get hit.
Work harder. Work hard. Come on, work harder.
Master, please.
Work. We have like 8,000 miles to go.
Although these people were avid workers, Americans looked down on the Chinese. Having Chinese workers could cause wage cuts as well as economic ills for a state. They were considered to be inferior not only to whites but also many European immigrants that came into the country because they did not look the same and their cultures and religions were vastly different. For example, they were not Christian like most Europeans, and they did not want to be. Some believed they were too different to ever successfully assimilate into American culture. On top of that, some even believed they were a threat to American culture. In 1882, there was even a Chinese Exclusion Act prohibiting all immigration of Chinese laborers.
Hey. What you do in our country?
What you mean?
What you do in our country?
What?
This is our country.
Why are you up in my
We're
stuff?
better than you. Get out. Get out. Haven't you heard? You've been excluded. Get out.
String
You're
cheese hair looking.
You're a threat to us. Get out. We don't like you.
Post up!
I'll get my musket.
I'll get my...
This repression against the Chinese would not stop their traditions, however. Chinese festivals and seasonal celebrations became important social events for the Chinese living in America. The Chinese Lunar New Year, which usually falls in late January or early February, was the occasion of a gala atmosphere in every Chinese American community. A thorough cleaning of the household ushered in each new year. Workers, craftsmen, farmers, merchants, and professionals collected debts, paid their bills, and settled all accounts in order to begin the new year with a clean slate. On New Year's Eve, a rich dinner, which symbolized the hope for abundance for the forthcoming year, was attended. But the height of the celebration took place on New Year's Day, when people put on their best clothes and offered greetings to relatives, friends, and acquaintances. A dragon or lion parade was staged in the midst of thundering firecrackers, designed to chase away evil spirits and bring good luck in the new year. For several days, Chinatown would bloom with colorful lanterns and bright banners. Its inhabitants were aglow with smiles and optimism.
The Chinese people have immense success in America today. They're some of the most highly educated people and most disciplined, which makes them take excellent careers. Research funded by the Public Policy Institute of California indicates that in 1996, 1,786 Silicon Valley technology companies with $12.5 billion in sales and 46,000 employees were run by Indian or Chinese executives. Moreover, the pace of entrepreneurship among local immigrants is increasing rapidly, while Chinese or Indian executives are at the helm of 13% of the Silicon Valley technology businesses started between 1980 and 1985. They are running 27% more than 4,000 businesses started between 1991 and 1996. Startup firms remained a primary source for the new ideas and innovation for Chinese American internet entrepreneurs. Many of them are employed or directly engaged in new startup activities. The proportional share of startup firms by ethnic Chinese in Silicon Valley skyrocketed from 9% in 1980 to 1984 to about 20% between 1995 and 1998. By 2006, Chinese American internet entrepreneurs continued to start 20% of all Silicon Valley startup firms, leading 2,000 Silicon Valley companies and employing 58,000 workers. They still continue to own about 20% of all information technology companies that were founded in the Valley since 1980. Economically, socially, and work ethic-wise, the Chinese are highly successful in America.